Okay, so owing to Sod's Law and Uni's computer rolling a nat 1, we lost the first half of this very funny FPS, which is a crying shame because there was some gold there. We did, however, get the second half, and I will attempt to quickly summarise the setup. The players are me, and I am not playing the engineer for once. I'll by my own rules in this game. I almost forgot his name. Good job, Mud. And the other player was Uni, who was playing Star, who hasn't been in a game for a while, but she was in one called Booted, and it was nice, and I will put a link in the description below. Okay, so we're in Toontown, not the middle of it, the edge. Dirt tracks, wooden houses, bushes, rural suburbia, basically. Alibi has been staying in an inn on the outskirts, and if you haven't listened to the FPS with Alibi and Sunny, do that right now, immediately, because I'm about to explain that the spoiler is, here's Delta Song Danger, the goose who is meant to be dead after presumably exploding the former Yakuza boss. And the last time we saw him, the Yakuza tried to hire Alibi, and he doesn't want that. He's thinking about leaving town and is walking around outside trying to clear his head when, drama! He senses lurking shadows and someone in a flowing cape riding a horse. And he heroically pretended not to notice and basically stayed to the side, being very interested in a pinboard for the town. And then this person went past, and that was what happened. So then he continues walking back to the inn, and then he overhears these people talking, and unfortunately he recognizes the voice of one to be Star, an amazingly glam and fab celebrity gossip obsessed squirrel, and the other voices sound suspiciously like Yakuza. And then I rolled a D2 to see what he decided to do, because he is a very morally grey character. And he decided to ignore it and continue going, la la la, I do not see it, goodbye, continued on his way. But eventually there were sounds of a conflict, so I did it again, and he span around on one foot blindly, trying to let luck decide where he should go, and this time, while I was rolling the D2, Lalu, Lady Luck, the goddess of luck that he subscribes to, intervened, and Alibi reluctantly went off to do the right thing. Good boy. He snuck up behind the Yakuza, who is a weasel and two hyenas, and they were waylaying Star, who's a paladin and kicks ass, so, you know, they're having a bit of trouble already. The villains recognize him as the new guy and tell him to come help them. And he does! But he pretends to. So he basically is remotely, even now, like we will get back to the fight very soon, he's remotely boosting Star, so he gave her haste so that she can smack them around twice as much as usual, and gave her a few healing words, while maintaining a pretense of helping the weasel and the two hyenas. Star was smacking them around impressively with her whopping big glaive and knives, and while the enemies struggle with rolling nat ones, even without Alibi deploying two of his luck points to force them to re-roll, we return to the scene. Okay, so we had technical difficulties and now I'm recording the second half, so if there's a slight disparity in the sound balance, sorry folks, but we didn't anticipate Uni's computer shutting down.
Just going completely black right in the middle of our game.
Yeah, I can't even remember what was happening.
I do at least remember.
Oh, good.
It was, yeah. Weasel was making his sneak attack.
Oh, that was
he's a big old jerk.
Okay, goodbye, right. Gallery. You were keeping me company while we were sorting that out, but I'm gonna go see how badly this goes for Star right now. Oh no.
Oh, that's that one.
Oh, woo! Nice.
Oh, good. The luck giveth and the luck taketh away.
Mm-hmm. Lalu just watching this, like you thought.
Oh.
For some unknown reason, Alibi looks towards the sky and just sort of mouths, "Thank you."
It's another sort of thing of like, oh god, all the crossbows are just jamming up today. What is happening?
So weird. Must be something in the weather.
Yeah. And so right before when he's like, I'm not sure if this is worth it, guys. I'm like, you kidding? You know how much your family's gonna give us? And Starry
Oh.
goes, oh, trust me, they actually wouldn't. Um, and he goes, well, we'll test that theory. Why don't we? And thinks another mace attack at her. Brr, 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 brr.
Can I make it like an insight check for like what she just said?
Oh, sure, go for it.
A 12. He doesn't know whether this is part of
12.
the act or not.
Yeah, you're not sure.
Mm-mm. I mean, surely not. It's not the famous star. She's got everything going for her.
um, so Mr. Bitey Bitey,
Mr.
make
Chomps.
another chompy time.
Oh boy. It's gonna be bad. It's.
Ooh, and yeah, that does in fact beat the plus AC. Um,
I'm sorry. He's too reluctant to use his last luck point.
No, that's fine. Like between his healing words and her lay on hands, she's actually doing a lot better than she was before.
That's okay.
You can take it.
Okay.
Hang
in there, kid.
The guy who was feeling bad, he's the guy with the still functioning crossbow, so he's gonna try and put some distance between himself and her. And
rolling dice is quite hard when you have to talk at the same time.
Yeah, it's a lot of things.
It really is. It's so hard.
Oh, that 20. Okay, that's fair. That's
yeah.
fine. That's fine.
Are you sure?
So, yeah, she's
It might force Alibi to actually do something dramatic, you know, like actually attack them for fucking once.
Wow.
Yeah.
Takes another one, like they you know, with that early sneak attack, they found the hitch in her armor, and so they're just going at that. He takes a you know, this is just like the time my friend Miss Pinky left acting, and all my other old friends, Merkit, Songo, Faizo, and Dolph, drove across a whole ocean just to drag her back into that terrible little sideshow.
Come on, can we please just wrap this up so she doesn't keep talking?
It's like, well, could lend a hand there, buddy. And with that, it's your turn.
All right, come here. And he's actually going to. Which of the hyenas is closest to him?
Probably the one that just attacked with the crossbow.
Okay.
Since he did sort of back away from her.
So I'm just gonna attack this guy. Basically, how unhealthy is this guy looking?
So the guy who backed off is the one who is a lot more banged up. That's why he backed off. He is yeah.
Because that,
if you land a good hit, he's probably down for the count.
Cool. That basically was like me trying to decide what level to cast this spell at. So Alibi is going to make as if he's going to give this guy a buff, and because of that, can I argue advantage to make a spell, but you cast it as like a melee attack? It's a melee spell attack.
Sure, why not?
Cool. I'm very glad you said that. I mean, I do have like a crazy plus to hit, so hopefully I won't even need it. But I don't want to take that chance, because I'm casting Inflict Wounds at 2nd level. Oh, I think I got him! I think a 25 is okay.
It probably counts.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do it again in case I crit, but I am quite happy with the 25. 26 though! Okay.
Oh, thank you, Lalu.
Ooh. Okay, so that is 4d10 necrotic damage.
Oh, that is. I'm just like, yeah. You touch him, and he splurts out blood everywhere and falls down.
Oh dear, how did that happen?
And then the hyena goes, Charlie, no!
Can I make like a deception roll to see if Alibi can sell it like it went wrong?
Yeah. I'm gonna say
I'm being really cheeky here.
that.
He was so young! And yeah, Alibi just falls to his knees and like holds him like, I'm so sorry, I'll avenge you.
Oh my god.
I love this game.
Oh my god, Alibi, you little shit. I
Yep.
love you.
Yep. He's going full ham, waterworks, the lot. He's going, as it were, for the Oscar. His old boss would be proud.
Oh my god. I'm gonna, because the other hyena is now very distracted, I'm gonna give her advantage on this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
She needed it. Okay. Star takes the moment to straight up kick the other hyena into her fancy little column of moonbeam.
Yes, I knew it was. I love that spell.
Yes, and as he falls in, the whitish blue flames instantly engulf him, and he lets out a shriek. Let's see how good he do.
Hopefully not. Oh boy, these poor souls. They had no idea what they were going into.
He does save against it, so he only takes half damage.
Ah.
Let's see.
He's so caught up in the emotions for his fallen friend.
Woo! Okay, so he does take 9 damage.
Ouch. That would have been 18 if he'd failed. Wow! Love Moonbeam.
Yeah.
Such a lovely sounding
nice
spell. It's so nasty.
And she takes the second opportunity of her second action to I'll see if she can roll perception, not her strongest quality. Okay. Yeah, she does not see where the weasel went.
No, not with an 8.
No.
She has a -1 to perception. Oh my god.
She is not very wise. She does not make great choices.
Wow. I mean, that's amazing. I love it. Shit.
Yeah. That's why in the last fight where she had to fight like her doppelganger, neither of them could actually hit each other with her insane AC.
That was so
why
funny.
she cast hideous laughter because she knew her wisdom was shit.
Oh no, that was beautiful. What a way to end a fight between two paladins, just having one in tux on the floor.
That she is going to, you know what, she is going to rush towards Alibi and sort of grab him by his scarf and go, now about you, you nasty little creature.
Oh no, please don't hurt me, just spare me, don't hit the face. I mean, really don't hit the face.
And she is going to, yeah, why not?
Me and Uni were talking about, like, before this happened, we have the two poshest sounding characters interacting in this game.
The two most obnoxious accents.
Yeah. Oh
no. And she is going to cast Shield of Faith on him.
Aw, bless. I love this secret supporting each other act. This is great.
And yeah, despite her low wisdom, he has she has caught on to what he's doing at least.
Thank goodness.
So yeah, he also gets a +2 to AC.
Oh, very much appreciated for someone that does not have much of that.
Um, the weasel is uh who is hiding in the bushes. I'm going to say, yeah,
What you up to, Mr. Weasel?
it's the weasel.
Please say he's called Wesley. Wesley Weasel. Mr. Wesley Weasel.
Good old Pop Goes the Weasel with an advantage because again he is hidden.
Ah!
Oh God, so many nat 20s. Ooh, I'm wondering if it's really Lalu or if it's Misfortune who's
Yeah, having a bit of a trade-off here. I mean,
yeah.
do I use the
They're
luck point?
just
Don't know.
So he lands another. He jumps out right as get your hands off of him, and gets her so good with the sword. 1d6 plus 2 plus 2d, so 3d6.
Yeah, sorry, he's still too self-centered to use that last luck point on anybody but himself. I'm just...
Cool.
Oh!
So that's... Hold on.
3d6 plus 2! Owie!
Sneak attack. Yeah, right as he jumps out, as she has a cast hold on her, and he catches her right in the side and skewers her good, and she sputters and falls.
I think Alibi actually probably wouldn't be able to hide the fact that he's actually horrified that that just happened right in front of him. Like, do I make a whiz save to, like, see if I can pull myself together as an actor?
I guess make a performance check.
Yeah, okay. It's not actually as good as his deception, so that will be interesting. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, folks. 17! Oh, he is a good actor! It's up to you, like, whether the weasel figures it out.
Oh, that's a good. You've rolled consistently high on your performance checks, and as her grip slips from your scarf where she was gripping you after just casting a shield on you, and she rolls limp to the ground. As it goes, whew. Well, you didn't exactly pull your weight there, buddy, but you kept it distracted. Nice work.
Well, I did my best. Question, like, how many people are left standing? Is it just the weasel?
The guy who was knocked into the moonbeam. The moonbeam has vanished, because she can't keep up concentration while she's bleeding out.
Mm-hmm.
And so the two of them are still there.
Okay. And, like, Star is, like, KO'd, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to start making death saving throws.
Okay. Like, whose turn is it? I have actually completely lost. Like, the weasel just went, and then it would be like
The weasel just went, which means hyena. So yeah, the hyena's just pulling himself together, like, whoa. You avenged you, Charlie. And Alibi, what are you gonna do?
He's going to say, oh, well, congratulations, chaps. Sorry I was a little bit slow to join in. Had a bit of a day, but it's very nice to meet you. And he's holding out a hand to, like, you know, greet the hyena and, like, get him closer to him.
And the hyena goes, well, I understand you're being a little antsy around this pain in the ass, but he goes to give you a good old manly grip handshake.
Oh, ow. Quite a grip you've got there. Let's see how that works out for us. And he is going to also sort of clap the weasel on the back, while twinning inflict wounds at 3rd level.
Whew.
That's quite a lot. So, I mean, I don't know if I'm allowed to pull the same bullshit I did before and, like, roll with advantage for that.
I'm gonna say go ahead, sure.
Is that okay? I mean, if not, I would use my luck point if I goof it. A 25?
Let's just see how this goes.
And I've got a-
yeah, that'll
and
definitely do it.
Is that for both of them, or should I roll for, like, one and then the other?
I think one and then the other.
Yeah, that's fair. 14.
So, which do you... Actually doesn't matter. Both of them, that hits their armor class.
Really?
So.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So at a 3rd level, this spell does 5d10 damage. It's a nasty spell and he's very upset. Alibi casts fuck you. 35 hit points of damage. I can roll it for the other guy, or I can just use that for both of them. I mean...
I'm gonna say that counts for both of them. It's like, well, did quite and both again just wounds splash out of them as suddenly there's a lot of blood, and their friendly manly grip suddenly turns rictus as they stiffen and then fall limp. I'm going to give Star a death saving throw.
I'm going to get to her real quick, don't worry. Oh, actually, no, wait, before you do that, Healing Word is a bonus action.
So that's helpful.
Star, come on, are you alright? And she's actually getting slightly slapped in the face, like a sort of, come on, wake up.
Okay. All right. As you just sort of flap her and put a little bit of life back into her body, and there's a sort of
Oh, thank heavens. Oh, well, you're obviously not alright. Neither am I. Ugh. And he cast prestidigitation to get the blood off him. That's better. Priorities. Okay, let's get you somewhere else that is not in the vicinity of 3 corpses.
And she sort of grips at his coat as he I don't know if he was actually going to physically help her up, but she is
in this case he ordinarily would not, but she like died for a sec there, so yes, he is actually going to help her to her feet with her shoulder under her arm sort of thing. Oh god, you and your armor, it's so heavy. Oh.
Didn't do me a whole lot of good there, did it?
No, I think you need an upgrade. Come on, let's see if we can get some sympathy at the inn.
And she is she is back on her feet, but extremely dazed because you don't almost die every day,
no.
even in this profession.
Yeah, the sad thing is, he doesn't actually have any other healing spells apart from Healing Word, so he's gonna do it one more time. But, like, yeah, he's got, like, a healing potion on him, which he doesn't really want to have to use. So, I know he's terrible. Okay, another 5. You get another 5 hit points as you're staggering back to the end, like, well, hopefully the Yakuza will be as unpopular in there as they are with us.
Oh, goodness. Thank you, darling. And as the two of you make it into the inn, and it's pretty late at night, so there aren't too many people there, but the matron sees you coming in. One of you has a lot of blood all over her, and she rushes to get you a seat where she can sit down and rest.
And if this is the inn that Alibi's been staying at, like, he probably has a good reputation with the people who own it, because, like, he's been paying, for a nice room.
Yeah. As long as he has been a good client, then he's likely on good terms with them.
Yeah, he's a bit fussy about the breakfast, very particular about how he liked his eggs Benedict, but he does pay. So he's going to be like, I don't suppose you have, any healers in at the moment we could do with some. I mean, look at her, please.
And she goes, no. It's what is and again she presses her hand into her side and pumps more of
Lay on hand is a good healing spell. A lot better than healing word.
Yeah, she's just going to like drain the rest of her lay on hands on herself because oof.
Oh, well, in that case. Oh, she's fine. It's fine, everybody. It's fine. Everybody sit down. It's fine.
And the matron like quickly gets the two of you some like hot tea or something. Need anything, dears? Please just let me know, all right? I can't find the accent for her. It's all over the place.
It's fine. Alibi says, oh, it's fine. Just maybe a black coffee, and if you've got any a spade, a shovel later might be quite useful. Don't. If there's any digging noises later, that's just her. She likes doing gardening in the middle of the night.
I'm sorry. I like doing what? And that like that offends her enough to actually make her pay attention. How dare you? Like that she enjoys physical labor.
Gardening's not labor. I actually quite like gardening myself, but anyway, look. You owe me. So you do the digging.
I do owe you, I'm afraid.
That's right. Also, I confess, strength is not my strength. Ah, that coffee, thank you. Oh, that smells great. Thank you, sweetie.
I am not one to look a gift horse in the mouth, but was I correct in my impression that they knew you?
They want to. Basically, I might as well spell it out for you. The Hukusa have taken it upon themselves to presume that I would be honoured to work for them. And he does a sort of mock cheers to the ceiling with his coffee.
Interesting. Well, you do find a way to make the strangest connections, don't you, dear?
Yes, well, they're not as high-flying as the society that you apparently mingle with, he says with a sort of deep irony.
She goes, yes, well, I suppose all sorts of connections seem to have sold me up the river, as it were.
Yes, well, it was lucky I was here, I suppose.
Thank you, dear. I said it before, but I don't fancy being dead, and I even less fancy having to deal with my family bailing me out of whatever they had planned for me. So, all around, good show.
Hold on, you actually meant that? I thought that was part of the whole, oh, don't hurt me, oh, I'm going to be your worst enemy. I mean, really, you are family. They would have sorted you out, wouldn't they?
Oh, I suppose they would have, but, mostly as a thing of they have to uphold the family name. They can't have the renegade youngest daughter off getting a bad reputation for them. And then I'd never hear the end of it. What a disappointment I am for getting involved in such unseemly matters. And it would just be a nightmare.
Yes, well, I obviously I wouldn't know anything about what that would feel like. I mean, I can't imagine. He's sort of trying to choke down this coffee while also like, black sheep of the family. Ho, ho, ho. Okay, that's...
Well, thankfully, her insight is crap. So.
Oh man, the gag sells. Yeah, she has no idea.
Yes. I suppose, yes, not everyone has the joy of such a well-to-do family with a whole just vibe that they need to uphold, as the children say.
Yes, I'm more or less about the vibe, more about the... Well, anyway, that's another story, and I don't feel like talking very much tonight. I am shattered.
Oh, I am too. You know...
What?
Mm.
You'd better not
No,
be
never
about to
mind.
ask me for another favor. I am clean out of them tonight.
Oh, you've done quite enough, my dear. No, I was just thinking of something, but I don't suppose it's relevant.
Oh, come on. Stop teasing me. Come on. What? Tell me. And he's like actually leaning up against you. It's like if he was drunk, he might do this sort of thing, but really he's just so tired. He's gone kind of goo goo gaga. Like,
Well, it just, speaking of that earlier, it actually, hadn't thought about it for a while, but I had a family friend, you might have heard of him, Delta Song Danger. He awful reputation for supposedly murdering someone. At the time, I thought, oh, sounds just like the thing he'd get up to. Always was. Just getting into the most heinous behavior. And now that I suppose I'm on the other side of it, well, shame I won't be able to apologize to him for having such a low attitude.
I mean, it's just as well he's kind of sitting next to you, because his eyes kind of like did the eyes emoji, like went from half asleep to oh god, and also kind of annoyed. Was kind of annoyed, but then she turned it around. I think because of all of that, I'm gonna have to roll deception just to like keep his demeanor or performance. Which would you say? Deception, performance?
It's up to you.
Yeah, I'll go with deception because he really is lying about how he feels. Oh, that's...
Oh, not 20. Of course.
Of course. Yep. I mean, what else would you expect from the self-same Delta Song Danger? And he sort of peels himself off her side and sits back upright and sort of says, well, that sort of thing isn't of any interest to someone like me. I mean, of course, I did read the newspapers. He seems like a thoroughly bad lot. I think I heard nicer things about him after he died than I ever did when he was alive.
Well, here's how it seems to go, isn't it? Once someone's gone, everyone can finally stop saying all the nasty things that they were muttering about.
All the same,
everyone just...
even if that's why you decided to get yourself jumped on by 3 individuals, I really wouldn't recommend it as a route to improve your reputation.
Goodness, no. No, I've been, well, they wouldn't be completely wrong in saying I'm out here making a ruckus, but mostly it's because I got, it's sick of the rest of my family up in their high towers making names for themselves, and I thought, well, what if someone actually did something to make the world a better place? And I will tell you what, it is a miserable experience. Do you believe I own a sleeping bag? Never would have guessed my sister would have a fit.
He looks like he is actually going to burst out laughing. And he raises his flagon to the ceiling and says, "Here for being extremely reluctant to ever do anything good for the world."
She raises her cup of tea and a toast.
Ka-chink. Now
Well,
about that digging.
yes. Suppose there is well, the wicked get plenty of rest, and us good doers, as it were, will never get any.
Yes.
Owns her tea and goes, oh goodness. Well, at least suppose my clothes are already ruined, so I can't be too fussed about. Oh, the mud. Oh, the mud.
Oh, fine, it's all right. I've got prestidigitation. You run off and do your communicating with the earth. I'll be back here, and if I'm not, I will have gone to bed. In room 3, if you need somewhere to crash, there's a sofa or the floor.
Please. She just scoffs at you and
You're not
as,
having
as
the bed.
she makes quite a show of turning up her nose and turning on her heel. Dare you? She's being a bit sassy about it because again, you saved her life, so she's as very reluctant as she is very thankful. So she goes off to
Bury
well,
3 people. Oh no.
yeah, pretty much
Grim.
very grim. And maybe she takes a little bit of pleasure out of picking them as as she dumps them into an unmarked grave.
Oh boy. Do you return to the hotel after?
Yes, she does.
When you get back and you go to room 3, it is empty.
She goes, yes, I expected as much.
And he has bounced. He has gone. But from the beginning of the game, he was inspired and will probably be making a purchase before he leaves Toontown. But, like, yeah, this has got way too hot for him. That was the last straw. He's got to leave.
Yeah. Well, good on him for not stealing her horse.
He thought about it. I'm gonna roll a d2 and see if he actually did think about it, actually. A 1! He thought about it and he did the right thing.
Good man. Especially since that horse was a rental. So it's not hers. But
he doesn't need more people chasing him. It would probably get recognized, and that's more nonsense to deal with.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Alibi got one last good deed under his belt before vanishing.
Yeah, basically. I mean, I'm not saying that Alibi won't reappear, because the problem is Delta is now, like, really attached to this persona, and this persona made good friends. And he hasn't had good friends for, like, his entire life. Like, he's had a very few, and, like, some of his family who tolerate him. But yeah, he's stupendously lonely. So he may dip back into being Alibi if he's at a safe enough distance. Like, if he gets to Ghibli, he might turn back into Alibi.
Well, fingers crossed that we can see this foxy lad again.
I hope so. He is great fun to play, and thank you very much. This was lovely. I'm sorry about your computer, like, dying.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I was just like, oh yeah, as long as it plugged in, everything's fine. Nope.
Oops. Well, there we go. That shows to show that getting a new computer was a good idea for you. Yeah.
Yeah, really glad that I got that in. But yeah, thanks everyone for listening to this little fiasco.
It was a fiasco. I loved it. Okay, shall we sign off? Okie dokie. Bye, everybody.